Hi everyone, good morning. Today is Monday, the beginning of the week. I hope you all have an awesome week and an awesome day today. My name is Miss Estefania, and we are doing Storytime with Miss Estefania today. Today I'm going to be reading Mango, Abuela, and Me. This is written by Meg Bedina and illustrated by Angela Dominguez. And I want to say thank you to Candlewick Press. They've given their permissions to read their books, so thank you so much to them. Today, because do you see the parrot here? Today we are going to be doing a bird craft. So this is one I did. So it's going to look like this. I did this with foam, this example with foam, but I'm going to use paper just to show you how to do it. But you know, a lot of us don't have foam, but we can use paper. So that's why I'm going to use paper. So you need paper. I'll show you. So you need paper, pencil with an eraser in case we make mistakes, and mistakes are very okay to make. It's okay to make mistakes, right? Because we're going to make them. So pencil with eraser, Santa Claus eraser, marker for the eyes, glue to glue on the feathers if you have any. If not, you can make them out of paper. I have scratch paper for the legs, these legs here, and scissors for cutting out the bird. Okay, so let's get started. So this is Mango, Abuela, and Me. She comes to us in winter, leaving behind her sunny house that rested between two snaking rivers. Her old place was too much for just one, Mommy tells me, as we make room in my dresser for her clothes. And too far away for us to help, Bobby adds. Abuela belongs with us now, Mia. But I still feel shy when I meet this faraway grandmother. Did you catch that? Abuela means grandmother or grandma. Bin ban boon. Bobby unfolds Abuela's bed and slides it right next to mine. You will get to know each other, he says. But when I show Abuela my new book, she can't unlock the English words. We can only look at the pictures and watch Edmund race on his wheel. Who's Edmund? Do you see a wheel somewhere? Here, Edmund. Is that a hamster? I think it's a hamster. Then, just before we turn out the light, she pulls out two things tucked inside the satin pocket of her suitcase. A feather, una pluma, from a wild parrot that roosted in her mango trees, and a snapshot, una fotografía, that's how you say picture, fotografía, of a young man with Bobby's smile. Tu abuelo, she says, climbing into bed. Abuelo is grandfather, grandpa. Snuggling in my pajamas, I smell flowers in her hair, sugar and cinnamon baked into her skin. That night, I dream of a red bird circling in the sky. The rest of the winter, while Mommy and Bobby are at work, Abuela waits for me to get home from school. Then we bundle up in thick socks and handmade sweaters to walk to the park and toss bread to the sparrows. My español is not good enough to tell her the things an abuela should know, like how I am the very best in art and how I can run as fast as the boys. Español is how you say Spanish in Spanish. Español. And her English is too poquito, tiny or small, to tell me all the stories I want to know about Abuelo and the rivers that run right outside their door. With our mouths as empty as our bread baskets, we walk back home and watch TV. Abuela and I can't understand each other, I whisper to Mommy. Things will get better, Mommy says. Remember how it was with Kim? Kim is my best friend at school. When she was new, our whole class helped teach her English words. Now Miss Wilson sometimes has to say, "Please be quiet, girls. Others are working." After school the next day, while Abuela and I are making meat pies for our snack, I pretend I am Miss Wilson. Dough, I say, pointing to the ball. Abuela says, dough, masa, and rolls it flat. Masa, I say. She drops a spoonful of meat in place. Carne. Carne, I say, meat. Pasas, raisins. Aceite, oil. Then I remember the word cards we taped in our classroom to help Kim. So while Abuela fries our empanadas, and that's a Hispanic food or Latino food, I put up word cards too until everything is covered, even Edmund. Where's Edmund? Oh, here he is. Oh, right there it says hamster, so it was a hamster. Soon we are playing Oye y Di, hear and say, all around the house. But that night, she still calls my pillow a palo, and she says Edmund is a gangster instead of a hamster. We'll keep practicing, I whisper. So what did he say? Frame, that says shade, blanket, pillow, sweater, shirt, rug, hamster, lamp. Here it says table, phone, cup, vase, flowers, and petals. Those are some nice notes for her grandma, for her abuela. But the next day, I cannot practice with abuela after all. Edmund has run out of his favorite seeds, so mommy and I have to ride the bus downtown to buy more. Sometimes there are kittens sleeping in the pet shop window, but when we arrive this time, something even better is behind the glass. What is it? A bird. Look, I say, the window has become a jungle filled with birds, and right in the middle is a parrot staring at us with black bean eyes. I press my nose to the glass, thinking of the red feather abuela gave me. Let's buy him, I tell mommy. But Mia, you already have Edmund, mama says. Oh, not for me, I say, for abuela, like the parrot that lived in her mango trees. He can keep her company when I'm at school. When we bring him home to abuela, she says, un loro, a parrot. We name him Mango because his wings are green, orange, and gold like the fruit. During the day, abuela teaches him how to give beaky kisses and to bob his head when she sings Los Pollitos to him. Buenas tardes, Mango, abuela says, opening his cage door when I get home from school. Good afternoon, I say, and I give him a seed. Soon Mango calls to me even before we open his cage. Buenas tardes, he says when I open the door. Good afternoon. Abuela, Mango, and I practice new words every day. Mi español gets faster, and Abuela and Mango learn the days of the week, all the months of the year, and the names of coins. Nice. How did he learn all that? Papi asks when we show him all that Mango can do. Abuela winks at me and gives Mango a piece of banana, peel and all. Practice, she says. Before long, abuela asks me how to say harder things too, so she can talk with the neighbors who stop by. Has the mailman come? It is chilly today. Can I get you some cookies and lemonade? Soon, when friends stop by to see Mango's latest tricks, they can understand everything abuela says. You see abuela here talking to the neighbors with Mango? But best of all, now when abuela and I are lying next to each other in our beds, our mouths are full of things to say. I tell her about my buen dia, my good day, and show her my best pintura of Mango. Pintura is painting. Abuela reads my favorite book with only a little help, and she tells me new stories about abuelo who could dive for river stones with a single breath and weave a roof out of palms. I draw pictures for her. She still misses their old house, she says, but now only a little bit. Mango listens to us from his perch until my eyes grow heavy. Hasta mañana, abuela, I say. Abuela kisses me. Good night, Mia. Hasta mañana. Good night, Mango calls. And soon we all fall asleep. And that is the end. And look, Mango and Hamster, or Edmund, have become friends. All right, so now, that's an awesome story. I really like it, and I love the illustrations. Okay, so now let's do our own bird craft. So this was my end product. So I'm gonna show you how to draw, and let me turn it around. How to draw the body of a bird, which is kind of like two S's put together. So one small S and one bigger S. Do you see that? All right. I wish I could hold this up somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna draw kind of an S up here for the top of the body. And so just think beak, head, body, tail. And it's like an S. So let's get started. So we're doing beak, head, body, tail. So this is the S that I drew. Now I'm gonna draw a bigger S, right? So it'll be like bloop, the head, the big body, and the tail. And I'm gonna connect it. So let's draw now a bigger S. So we're doing beak, body, and tail. So I did it kind of big and the lines don't connect, so I'm just gonna connect the lines, okay? All right, so now we have our bird drawing. All right, so now we're gonna cut that out with our handy dandy scissors. And you can do this with any color paper. You know, if you have yellow paper, then it'll make the bird's body look yellow. Pink, green, you can have a green bird. Purple, whatever colors you may have at home. And if you have white, use white. Most of the body will be covered by feathers anyway. Okay, so we have this out now. So now let's see, before I put on feathers, I'm gonna do the eyes. So I'm gonna use a black marker to do the eye, which is just gonna be a circle, okay? So do a black circle for the eyes, and I'm gonna do it on both sides. All right. Now let's glue on feathers. So just to glue on feathers, we're gonna put glue on the body. I'm gonna put it everywhere, and I'm not gonna put too much glue. Just enough for the feathers. And I'm just gonna do one side because it would take a really long time for the glue to dry and to do both sides on this Storytime. All right, so I'm gonna do an orange feather and I'm gonna push it down. So I'm pushing it down right here. Let's do a green feather too. I'm gonna put it right next to it, like that. I think I'm just gonna do one more. I'll do a big yellow one. So a yellow feather. And I'm gonna put it right next to it like this. Okay, so now we have feathers on our bird. So now we have to do the fun little squiggly legs. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut out 2 strips of paper. So I'm gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna cut that out. So here's 1 strip, and it doesn't matter how, you know, just make it a little long. It doesn't matter how thick. We don't have to get into details. Okay, so to make the little squiggly pattern, like this one, we fold the paper. So let me try to show you sideways. We fold it forward, and then keep that folded, and then we fold it backward. Do you kind of see that? And then we fold it forward again, and we keep holding on to what's already folded backward. So I'm gonna go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward again. And then when we open fold it, look at that. It looks all squiggly. So now we're gonna do that again with this one. Okay, so we got it, forward, backwards, forward, and backwards, and forward, and backwards, and forward. Yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit. So just one of the ends, we're gonna put a little bit of glue. All right, let's see. Not too much, because then it takes a really long time to dry. And then we're just gonna we could put it in the front. Oh, you know what, let's put it in the back, just so we can't see the legs that much. So we're gonna put it in the back. Now let's do the next one. We'll put that one in the back. Can you see what I'm doing, kinda? Okay, I'm gonna close this so that it doesn't dry up and become hard to open next time I use it. We're gonna put that in the back, and voila, we have our bird. We have our own pet mango, huh? Just like the bird in the book, Mango in the book. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I hope you guys like this craft. I hope you guys like the story. I really liked it, and the illustrations. And I hope you guys all have an awesome week at school. Okay, have a great week. Bye, everyone.